And joining us now on the Drive Time podcast is the Dolphins' 7th-round draft pick, quarterback, running back, receiver, kind of does everything out of the Naval Academy. Malcolm, congratulations and welcome to the Dolphins.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I love to be on the channel with you, and I appreciate you guys having me.
Yeah, of course. We got Malcolm Perry here. I wanted to ask you, Malcolm, how did that phone call go when you received it from Coach Flores and Grier? Everyone has that moment. How was it for you?
It was amazing. I was getting to the point where I thought, I was going to go undrafted, and hadn't heard much from a lot of teams. So hearing his voice, hearing the things he had to say was a dream come true, and I was extremely blessed.
Yeah, you come here to Miami into a program that Coach Flores preaches 3 things, really, above all, tough, smart leadership. Where do you think you fit in those categories?
I think the Naval Academy did a good job in preparing me for excelling in those categories. And hopefully I can go in and work hard and prove myself as somebody who's worthy of being on the team and helping out my teammates in any way possible.
And in terms of on the football field, what are the Dolphins getting in Malcolm Perry?
Just a player that's willing to line up anywhere, more than willing to line up anywhere. A player that's explosive with the ball in his hands and loves playing football.
What have those workouts been like for you up into the draft process?
They've been pretty good. A lot of work up until COVID-19 and the whole coronavirus thing. I've been stuck at home for a couple of weeks, but I've been fortunate enough to have a facility to work at, have a couple guys who were also training and be able to work with them. So I feel like I've gotten a lot better, and there's been a lot of improvement over the last couple of weeks.
That's good to hear. We talk about your versatility. One of those things that can be asked of players, late round draft picks like yourself, is to play some special teams. How comfortable are you doing that?
Extremely comfortable. I knew coming into the draft that that'd be a big role for me, and it's been something that I've been practicing. And I'm lucky enough to have some experience in college with special teams.
Well, you mentioned your experience at college. This is for my own selfish reasons, Malcolm, because I am a huge fan of the Army-Navy game. I never missed that game. And I want to know from someone that experienced it, someone that was the focal point of it this year, what is that game like from a player's perspective?
It's a lot of nerves going into that game. It's definitely the biggest game I've been a part of to date as far as a football player. And, just the pageantry, all the extra stuff that's going on, it's hard to focus. But it's definitely the biggest game I've been a part of in my life, and it's definitely something that I'd suggest people to watch.
Newest Dolphins draft pick here, Malcolm Perry out of the Naval Academy. And Malcolm, the DoD memorandum allows service academy players to go pro after graduation, something new that is relatively new, I should say. If it wasn't for football and being a 2020 NFL draft pick, what would be next for you?
I'd be an officer in the Marine Corps. So I service selected Marine Corps ground. And upon graduation, I'd be going down to TBS for 6 months, where I'd go to school and do training and find my specific MOS and get my specific job in the Marine Corps. And I'd be an officer in the Marine Corps.
Is there a history of service academy enrollment in your family, or is this something that you're the first one in your family to go do?
I'm the first one in my family to go to an academy, but both of my parents were in the Army. They both retired after 20-plus years of service. And I have a grandparent who also was in the Army. So there's a history of military, but not of the academy.
All right, last question for you here, Malcolm. A little bit more fun since we've been so serious and to business here. When you're not on the football field, not doing your homework and being as busy as I'm sure you are at the Naval Academy, what do you do for fun, man?
I love fishing. I'm a big outdoorsman, hunting and fishing and stuff like that. I grew up in Tennessee, so I love being on the water.
So you're my last interview of the day for this, and we've done, I think, 11 now. I want to say 7 or 8 of your teammates said the exact same thing, so you guys can get down to South Florida, get out in some deep-sea fishing. You ever been out in the ocean fishing?
I haven't, no, so it'll be a first.
There you go. Fun experience for you there. Malcolm Perry, we're very excited to have you here, and welcome to Miami, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.